Have you ever wondered if our social security system is really working for you and your family? Have you ever felt anxious about whether every dollar you earn is reaching those who truly need it, or if some of it is being lost along the way? Today, I want to share with you a revealing discussion that took place between two congressional representatives, Larson and Smucker, where they debated how Social Security is managed, how fraud and abuse might be affecting the funds, and whether the system's current oversight is really up to the task. I know these topics can feel overwhelming and even a bit intimidating, but they touch each of our lives because Social Security is the foundation of financial security for millions of Americans. Before we dive in, please consider subscribing to Benefit Genius so you can stay updated with clear, unbiased insights that empower you to make informed decisions about your financial future. Let's get started. I came across an exchange where Representative Larson raised serious questions about whether the current oversight mechanisms are truly effective in catching fraud and waste in Social Security. He argued that even a small amount of misdirected funds could mean that honest recipients miss out on benefits they deserve. He stressed that every dollar saved from fraud is a dollar that can extend the solvency of Social Security for all of us. Representative Smucker, on the other hand, pointed out that while fraud and abuse are real issues, it is equally important to ensure that genuine beneficiaries continue to receive their rightful support without excessive interference. He emphasized that the system must be designed so that those who truly depend on these benefits, disabled individuals, seniors, widows, and others in need, are protected. This debate highlights a delicate balance. On one side, we must prevent abuse. On the other, we must ensure that oversight measures do not hinder the timely distribution of benefits to the people who rely on them. When I first heard this discussion, I was struck by how much it resonated with everyday concerns about fairness and accountability. Many of us work hard and contribute to the system for decades, yet we sometimes wonder if our efforts are being undermined by inefficiencies and mismanagement. And if that money were instead used to support legitimate claims, imagine how many more families could benefit. This conversation also brings to light another critical issue: the privacy of our personal information. One representative expressed worry over sensitive government data being shared with outside entities. He warned that if personal details like Social Security numbers and other identifiers are not kept secure within the federal system, it could lead to misuse and even identity theft. I know many of you share that concern. When we file our taxes or manage our Social Security accounts, we trust that our data will remain confidential and protected. It's unsettling to think that our information might be handled by third parties without our full knowledge. That concern is not just about privacy, it's about our peace of mind and the trust we place in government institutions to protect what is rightfully ours. Another important point raised in the exchange was the role of external oversight agencies. One representative noted that sometimes it takes an outsider to spot inefficiencies and waste in government spending. This idea of bringing in an independent perspective is appealing because it could uncover problems that internal processes might overlook. However, he also warned that relying too heavily on external agencies might result in a lack of accountability. If oversight is left to outside groups, then who ultimately bears responsibility for ensuring that every dollar is spent wisely? That question is at the heart of the debate over government efficiency and the future of Social Security. We all want to see a system where fraud and abuse are minimized, and where every dollar goes exactly where it should. But it's not just about cutting out the bad actors, it's about strengthening the entire system so that it works better for everyone. Imagine a scenario where the funds saved from preventing fraudulent claims could be used to boost benefits, extend the solvency of Social Security, or even lower the tax burden on honest contributors. That would make a real difference in people's lives. For many of us, Social Security is more than just a monthly check. It represents years of hard work and contributions. It's a promise that we will have some security in our later years, a cushion that allows us to live with dignity. When that promise is compromised by inefficiencies or fraud, it's not just a financial issue, it's a deeply personal one. This is why debates like the one between Representatives Larson and Smucker are so important. They remind us that every decision made in Washington has real consequences for the lives of millions. The conversation also touched on the need for reform. There was discussion about whether current policies are sufficient to ensure the long-term stability of Social Security, or if new revenue streams or adjustments to the system are necessary. Some suggested that raising the payroll tax cap for higher earners might be one way to bolster the trust fund without unfairly burdening those on lower incomes. Others argued that new forms of revenue, perhaps from closing tax loopholes or enhancing efficiency in government spending, could provide the needed support. These proposals are complex and require a careful balancing act. The reality is that the Social Security system has not seen significant enhancements in over 50 years, even as the economic landscape has changed dramatically. Without meaningful reform, the pressures on the system will only increase as the population ages and the number of beneficiaries grows. Every dollar that is misallocated or wasted represents a missed opportunity to support someone who has worked their whole life and now relies on these benefits. At this point, I want to share some personal thoughts on why this matters so much to me. I've seen firsthand the stress and uncertainty that can come from worrying about whether Social Security will be there when you need it. The idea that there might be a way to strengthen the system, to ensure that every dollar goes to those who truly need it, gives me hope. It's a reminder that even in the face of bureaucratic challenges and inefficiencies, there is always room for improvement. And that improvement starts with holding our representatives accountable and demanding transparency. We have a right to know how our contributions are managed and to insist that those responsible for oversight do their job diligently. If you're watching this, I know you care about your future and the future of those you love. You're here because you want to ensure that Social Security remains a reliable safety net for all who depend on it. And while the challenges are significant, so is our collective ability to drive change. I believe that by staying informed and engaged, we can help shape a system that works better for everyone. I'm committed to keeping you updated on any developments, new proposals, or reforms that could impact Social Security. This is more than just a policy debate. It's about securing our financial future and ensuring that our hard-earned contributions are respected and used wisely. I want to encourage you to share your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about the current oversight of Social Security? Do you believe that more needs to be done to protect against fraud and inefficiency? Or do you feel that the system already works well enough? Your opinions matter, and I'd love to hear your perspectives on these important issues. I also want to remind you to subscribe to Benefit Genius. Our goal is to provide you with clear, unbiased, and actionable insights into the issues that affect your financial well-being. Every week, we bring you updates, tips, and analysis to help you navigate complex topics like Social Security, taxes, and personal finance. Please consider subscribing, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. Your support means everything to us, and it helps us continue to bring you the information you need to make smart decisions about your future. We'll be following up on this discussion with more detailed analysis as new information becomes available. As we see proposals being debated and new reforms being introduced, I promise to keep you informed and help you understand what they mean for you and your loved ones. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I truly appreciate your commitment to staying informed and taking an active role in your financial future. Remember, our voices matter, and together we can push for a system that is transparent, accountable, and truly supportive of all those who rely on Social Security. Take care, stay engaged, and I'll see you in the next video.